So welcome to our Samhain 2022 Yoga Nidra. We're using this practice to go deeper into the relaxation, deeper into our intuition, our sense of limitless awareness and expansiveness, what brings us joy, and working with those energies from a really relaxed place in order to feel more relaxed about any darkness we may be feeling around tomorrow's dark new moon, this time of year as it gets darker. Really embracing the darkness, embracing our shadows, allowing new dreams to emerge, allowing that light from within to shine. So I realise that all sounds potentially a bit scary or potentially a bit glossy. As always, I'm encouraging you to welcome all of you. So whether there's excitement about new dreams, whether there's fear, whether there's a sense of wanting to stay put, absolutely fine, or a real kind of desire to get going, just noticing and welcoming all of the feelings and being as gentle and kind with yourself as you can. So again, the benefits of Yoga Nidra include deep rest. Some people claim that half an hour of Yoga Nidra equals 2 hours of sleep. This is not a sleep replacement, but it's an opportunity to allow ourselves to go into that deep brainwave activity of rest while also working with what we want to bring into our daily lives and harnessing the power of the unconscious mind in order to have more congruence between our unconscious actions and beliefs. So we're less likely to self-sabotage, basically. We're more likely to move more easily, more effortlessly towards those new dreams. Or if you're still working towards older dreams, absolutely fine. But we're working with our whole selves. Just as with a physical yoga practice, some days we've got more stamina, more balance, more strength, more flexibility. With the Yoga Nidra, the more we practice, the easier it gets. And there are going to be days where your concentration, your focus is very clear, and other days where you keep drifting in and out, which is absolutely fine. You may fall asleep, again, absolutely fine. You won't get the full benefits if that happens, but you'll be able to access the recording again later, as often as you want. So really trust yourself. If you've got high blood pressure, Yoga Nidra helps lower blood pressure, so you're likely to want extra layers. And if you have a t-shirt or an eye mask, you may want to place it gently over your eyes to allow yourself to go inwards, to really connect with that inner wisdom. You may want to have extra socks. You may want to have a bolster if you're lying on your back under your knees to support your lower back, palms facing up, arms slightly apart from the body. If you're lying on your side or your belly, they're less traditional, but absolutely fine. Do what feels comfortable for you, ideally finding a position that you'll be comfortable in for the whole practice. If you need to move at any point, obviously do so. Just give yourself that choice. Remind yourself. We do so much in a reactive way. Sometimes it's quite empowering, even if we're choosing to stay with discomfort or an itch or something. There's empowerment in recognizing that we can tolerate it, we can be mindful of it without instantly trying to regulate. So all my work is about mindfulness and regulation, the regulation being the feel better elements. But the more we can have that mindfulness and be okay with what is physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, spiritual pain, it's not about not making the changes we need to make in order to live healthier, happier lives, but we're better able to make those changes from a place of acceptance rather than when we're using so much energy to argue with reality. So last little thing before we begin, if you've got low blood pressure, because Yoga Nidra lowers blood pressure, you may want to do this sitting up against a wall or somewhere comfortable where you can relax but not worry about your blood pressure dropping. Making yourself as comfortable as you can, really connecting with the earth's nourishing support below you, allowing yourself to access all of that support, all of that nourishment. Imagine yourself feeling really supported, really held, your whole body, your whole soul, your heart, your mind, all of it. Nothing is too heavy for the earth. Noticing how the air feels around you and bringing your awareness to any sounds you can hear inside the room, outside the room, maybe inside your body, maybe across the internet from my room. Not judging the sounds, simply naming, noticing. So again, it's like welcoming all the feelings. We're aiming to welcome all the sounds. You may be in a really peaceful, serene place, or you may have, like most people, sounds that you have to filter out sometimes, and that can make it more of an advanced practice, but it's also more useful in day-to-day life. So just naming the sounds without judging yourself for whatever feelings the sounds bring up for you. And bringing your sankalpa to mind, and for now we're not worrying about a new sankalpa. That will come next time if you choose to, or when you do this same yoga nidra later on tonight or later on in the week. You may just want to use your old positive intention or resolve. It may be something that you continue to work with after we've gone into this and done the live self-care coaching around it as well. But ensuring that any sankalpa you use comes from the heart, and that it excites you, that it motivates you, that it makes you smile at the thought of. So this positive intentional resolve is something you genuinely want for yourself, something that you have clarity around, something that's not only going to benefit yourself but benefit others. But it's not something that you should be doing, it's something that you really want and that you smile from the inside out to think about. So allowing yourself a few moments now to really use all your senses to make this sankalpa as vivid as possible for yourself. So imagining it being a reality more easily, more enjoyably than you could have imagined. You've made it. What can you see? How do you look? How do others see you? How do you see the world now? Getting a real sense of anything and everything you can see. Noticing what you can hear. It may be sounds of people talking. It may be your own self-talk. It may be applause. It may be sounds of nature. It may be music. It may be anything at all. Just make it as vivid as you can by connecting with the sounds you imagine hearing when your sankalpa is a reality for you. Maybe laughter. Getting a sense of the strongest physical feeling you associate with your sankalpa becoming a reality for you. Connecting with the emotion that feels most powerful. Noticing where you feel that in your body. So your sankalpa is a reality, you've done it. It may be pride, it may be joy, it may be anything at all, but allowing yourself to anchor it in your body by noticing where it is in your body, and you can reconnect with it more easily then in between practices. Getting a sense of other physical feelings, other sensations. So depending on what your sankalpa is, thinking about where you imagine being when it's a reality. So you may be feeling a particular type of shoe on your foot or sand under your feet or whatever it might be, just making it as sensory, as physical as you can, really getting a sense of what you can feel. Maybe how your clothes feel on you, what you're touching, how the air feels, if it's a different temperature. Indulging through your senses as you imagine this sankalpa becoming a reality for you more easily, more enjoyably than you could have imagined. And getting a sense of any smells that are involved, any smells that you associate. with your sankalpa. And any tastes, maybe there's food or drink involved. To make it vivid, let yourself smile as you again imagine it. There may be a part of you as you imagine it thinking, this is so outlandish. That's okay, welcome that part as well, but give yourself permission during these practices to imagine it happening more easily, more enjoyably than you could have imagined. Letting it go for now and beginning to rotate the consciousness around the body. So mentally following along as I name parts of the body. So starting with the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and the little finger, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, right side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, shin, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the little toe. Bringing the awareness now to the left side of the body and the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and the little finger, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, left side of the waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf muscle, shin, ankle, top of the foot, sole of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and the little toe. Getting a sense of the very base of the spine, the lower back, the middle of the back, and the upper back, the right shoulder blade and the left shoulder blade, the back of the neck, the back of the head. Now the front of the body, the pelvis, reproductive organs, lower abdomen, navel, upper abdomen, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, and the throat, the face, the right eye and the left eye, the nose, the mouth, the right ear, the left ear, the crown of the head, the whole face, the whole head, the whole body. Getting a sense of the whole of the body lying on the mat or whatever it is you're on. No need to expand or contract. Simply allowing yourself to take a few complete breaths here. Getting a sense of a part of the body that feels cooler. Wherever it is, just focusing your awareness on that coolness, noticing how it feels. Using your memory or your imagination to think of a time when you felt pleasantly cool or even cold. Noticing how you feel and where you feel that sensation as you just think about it. Letting it go for now and connecting with its opposite. Finding a part of the body that feels warmer right now, wherever that might be. Using your memory or your imagination to think of a time when you felt pleasantly hot or warmer. Noticing where you feel that warmth as you connect with that memory or just think about it. So switching back between that warmth and that coolness, the part of the body that you connect with that warm memory and that cooler memory, feeling one fully, letting it go and feeling the other fully and moving back and forth in your own time. Noticing if one feels more comfortable for you, one feels more familiar, and aiming to go back and forth, giving them equal weight. Bit of an advanced practice, but noticing if it's possible to feel both the warmth and the coolness at the same time. We're connecting with that observer part of ourselves, the part that's bigger than any sensations, anything that's happening to us, the self. So letting that go for now, and thinking of a time, imagining a time, or remembering a time where things may have felt scary, things may have felt unknown, things may have felt like you may have felt quite lost, but also excited, like you knew that something amazing was on the horizon for you. And it was just a matter of being patient, of trusting, and allowing life to unfold. So connecting with that sense of excitement about a new dream emerging, using a memory of the past to help you do so now. So it might be now that you're thinking of, or it might be something that turned out wonderfully, but you remember at the beginning of it feeling a bit overwhelmed, a bit scared, a bit disbelieving, a bit out of your depth. So even though there might be some fear involved, some trepidation, there's also that sense of a spring ready to spring into action, that excitement. You're going to be pushing yourself, but it's going to be worth it. You know you can do this, you've got this. So again, it may be a specific memory, or it may be imagining what this might feel like. Letting it go for now and thinking about its opposite, remembering a time or imagining a time where you felt stuck, you didn't have a dream, you couldn't imagine anything coming to fruition, so you just weren't letting yourself dream, you were feeling stuck, or your dream just felt unmanageable and it didn't bring you pleasure or joy to think about, it just added or compounded feelings of overwhelm and fear. Maybe it was a dream for someone else rather than for yourself. So again, connecting with how you feel in your body as you imagine this or remember this. And again, in your own time, going back and forth, feeling one then the other. The exciting new dream, it may feel daunting, but in a good way, you know you've got this. And the scary lack of dream, or just feeling a bit hopeless around it. Feeling one then the other, switching back and forth. Again, noticing if you have a weightier hold on one than the other, and aiming to make the time you spend with both equal. Like one may feel more familiar. Noticing where you feel both in your body as well. Letting them both go for now, and allowing that intuitive part of yourself to give you some insight for your highest good. Being open to any thoughts, any images, any sensations, anything that is a bit of a clue to help you along this path. Maybe connected with your sankalpa, maybe for something you're facing today, but being open for your highest goods, for that intuitive, knowing, wise part of yourself to speak up for you. And it may be now, it may be later on. The more you connect with it, the easier it gets. Letting it go for now, knowing again, reconnect with it anytime you choose, and it's easier when you get still, when you get quiet. But for now, connecting with that joyful part of yourself, your innate birthright to feel joy, the joy of being alive, of being in your body, of being in this world, and noticing where in your body you feel that joy most strongly right now. So you may be feeling it right now, or you may want to use your memory or your imagination to think of a time when you felt joy, and noticing. So you may feel a smile, you may feel a bubbly sensation across your skin, you may feel whatever it is for you, just connecting with that joy that is your birthright. Again, noticing how familiar the sensation is, how comfortable it is, or if it's something you'd like to feel more comfortable with or less comfortable with, allowing all the feelings. Letting it go for now, knowing again you can reconnect with that joyful energy that you have within you anytime you choose. And for now, connecting with that limitless awareness, that part of you that is so much more than whatever you've survived, whatever challenges you face now, whatever struggles you're worrying about in the future, that expansive part, that limitless part. So you may want to imagine yourself as a star in the galaxy, or a drop in the ocean, a grain of sand on the beach, a blade of grass in a meadow, completely whole and unique, and part of something much bigger than yourself. You don't have to do all of this alone. Just relaxing into that sense of limitless awareness, knowing there's so much more to you than whatever you're struggling with. Letting yourself indulge in that sensation. And bringing your sankalpa back to mind, that positive intentional resolve. Noticing if there are any additional insights that you want to connect with, maybe from that intuitive part, or that joyful part, or that limitless part. Making it even more vivid, even more delightful to imagine. You may want to place your hands at the heart. Letting yourself know that you deserve good things, believing that this can happen for you. Letting it go for now, and bringing your awareness back to the breath, and using the breath as we move through the body, bit of a Samhain, Halloween theme now, to clear any energetic cobwebs. So gently, effortlessly, with each exhalation, allowing any imaginary cobwebs in your body, in your energy field, to be cleared, to be released out through the tips of the toes, through the fingertips, through the crown of the head, simply guiding your breath in whatever way feels good. You're using your imagination, but you're also connecting with your energy field, just allowing it to clear any energies that are holding you back. Any energies you're ready to release effortlessly, painlessly. And when you've done that, using the breath to heal, to send love, to send light, to send healing to the whole of your body, the whole of your energy field. So again, using the exhale to imagine the brightest light you can think of, filling the whole of your energy field, the whole of your body, clearing any residual cobwebs, any residual energies or pains or anything you're ready to let go of. And especially permeating the areas where you've cleared those energies, because nature abhors a vacuum. So letting your whole self be filled with glorious, healing, joyful light. And the sun just shone really brightly here. So as the breath moves through your body, as you send that healing light energy to every single part of your body, of your energy field, becoming more aware of your body, noticing what it needs right now. You've been still for quite a while. So allowing yourself to wriggle your fingers, wriggle your toes if that feels good. Allowing yourself to stretch. Allowing yourself maybe to move your head gently from one side to the other, maybe hugging the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side or rocking back and forth. Allowing yourself to move in whatever ways feel good for you, and allowing yourself to come back to a seated position when you feel ready, letting yourself become aware of the room around you, the sounds around you, noticing how the air feels, how whatever you're sitting on or standing on feels, and allowing yourself to return to normal awareness, feeling recharged, refreshed, and relaxed. So we're going to do a quick crystal cleanse, again, working with these seasonal energies. In the group, we've been talking a bit about their energies. It's what we can work with. It's what our ancient ancestors in this part of the world would have worked with, but we're all different, we're all unique. You may feel very differently and go with what feels right for you, but it's that Celtic New Year time, Samhain, next week. It may be that you are very happy with the sankalpa you've already been working with. It may be that you just dust that off, even by assessing it now, even by asking yourself how you feel about it. You choose to keep it, brilliant, that's got fresh energy. Or it may be that something new has been attempting to emerge, and by being curious around that, it comes up for you now. So when I share stuff around the lunar cycles or around the Celtic wheel or anything at all, always remember that you know yourself best, you know what's right for you best of all. So we're going to do a crystal cleanse with two of my favorites. I know I say that every time because they're all my favorites, but these seriously. So we've got the clear quartz sphere and the obsidian sphere. So we've got that lightness and darkness. So we'll start with the darkness and tomorrow's new moon energy. And so I'm cleansing this with my breath. So just releasing any energies that aren't authentically it and that aren't helpful for us right now. So sending that up towards the light to be recycled for the benefit of the planet. And if it feels good for you, you don't have to do this at all, but allowing this to clear any residual darkness from your energy field, from your system. So starting by facing the screen and letting this obsidian simply gently wipe away, easily, effortlessly, any heavier energies that are holding you back and that you're ready to let go of. I'm just going to cleanse it again. Turning around so that your back is facing the screen. And again, imagining the stone, letting go of any heavier energies from your past that might be able to be recycled for the benefit of the planet that you no longer have to carry with you. So letting them all go deep into the heart of the earth, ready to be recycled for the benefit of the planet. And turning with the right side to face the screen. So again, releasing any heavier energies around what you offer to the world, your contributions, letting anything that you're ready to let go of go. Again, sending those energies deep into the earth, ready to be recycled for the benefit of the planet. And then finally turning around to the left side, facing the screen, and allowing any heavier energies about receiving what's right for you. So maybe gifts, maybe being able to say no to what you don't want, as well as being better able to receive what's freely offered and that you do want. Again, letting go, allowing those heavier energies to be recycled. Just noticing how you feel, pausing for a moment. And this essentially where connecting with tomorrow's dark moon energies, the dark new moon. So there may feel like a bit of uncertainty. There may feel like, oh, what next? And I'm encouraging you to sit with that and just notice how uncomfortable it feels, or perhaps it feels perfectly comfortable. Again, welcoming all the feelings. And then we're bringing in the lighter, clear quartz energy to help you move into your future as congruently and enjoyably as possible. So again, cleansing it with the breath, releasing energies that it doesn't need and that we don't need, letting them all be recycled. And if you feel that you want this cleanse, facing the screen and allowing lighter energies to be given to you, to be accessed by the parts of you that will benefit, clearing any residual energies that block the light in yourself and in the world, allowing yourself to move into a future filled with all good things, allowing yourself to dream big, to dream brightly. And just cleansing this again. And turning your back to the screen again, allowing more lightness to permeate the back of the body, helping to connect with the lighter aspects of your past. Often, especially with a trauma history, we might be very connected with what we've survived, what we've had to get over, and we forget the healing that we had. We forget the amazing people who helped us. We forget some of that goodness. So allowing this clear quartz to help you connect with the love from your past, the support, the guidance, the nurturing, and that sense of being propelled forward in a gentle, joyful way. So again, letting the stone remove any energies that you don't need and allowing you to connect with that light from your past, that healing, as you think about your past now. So releasing any energies that you no longer need, and then turning to the right side, so your right side is facing the screen, and allowing the stone to take any heaviness associated with your contribution to the world and instead lighten you up, allowing yourself to be seen, to be visible, to contribute to the world in a way that feels good for you, to shine brightly and to allow yourself to be valued, to allow what you're offering to be valued, to make that contribution in a way that feels good for you as well as for the people you're impacting in the world. So just allowing that light to help you heal that right side. And then turning finally to the left side of the body. So the left side is facing the screen, and we're connecting with light energy as you heal your relationship to receiving, allowing yourself to feel excited about the potential gifts life has to offer, to really embrace what's freely given, and to really let yourself enjoy it so much that the giver feels gifted by your reception of it, if that makes sense. That your joy in receiving the gift can help the giver as well as you benefiting from the gift. So lightening your energy around receiving in a way that feels good for you and all involved. So allowing that to just settle for a moment, taking a few moments to journal around it. And I look forward to getting your donkey deliberations with your feedback about this week's content. And we'll be back for a live call in 2 weeks because of the bank holiday next Monday here in Ireland.